Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Godley at All Hours Fitness in Ruston. This is the, I want to say celebration, which it is, but it's a re-celebration of Walker Alford of a 13,000-foot expansion on top of an already 12,000 square foot building that he had. And Chris Brister, our guest, is the market president for WSB. And let's talk first of all, Chris, when did you first meet Walker, and explain that situation when it started?
Well, I met Walker through Trey and Tara, who are the managers here. So me and Walker probably met, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago when I started working out at the gym and formed a relationship. Walker and I played a decent amount of golf together, so I formed a relationship through the golf course with Walker.
Well, all right, so you formed the relationship. You being in the banking at WSB, when somebody comes to you with a vision, I know your goal is to help them attain that vision, but when he talked about this kind of a vision, what were your first reactions?
Oh, well, I come from an entrepreneurial background, so I love an entrepreneur. And to see what Walker has grown over so many years with all the different branches and gyms that he has, for WSB to be new to the community and for him to trust in us and us earn that relationship with him, because we're a community-based bank and we like for somebody to come in and have a cup of coffee. And Walker's that type of guy. So to earn his trust and be able to help the little ways we have with this project, it's been great.
We're not sharing too many stories about Chris Brister here, but I said, are you a member? And he said, yes, I am a member. And then I said, do you work out here? Because there is a difference of being a member and then being an active member. And he had a pretty astounding story. Talk about how much weight you lost because of what you did.
Well, I've never really been an active gym goer, and then you turn 40 and your body starts doing some different things or not doing some things that you're used to it doing. So I felt like it was time to get in gear. So when I turned 40, I was 235 pounds, and I come here at least 3 mornings a week, try to come 5 mornings of the week, and I've lost about 40 pounds. With the Stairmaster, some of the cardio equipment, and now I'm starting to build in some weightlifting stuff, which has been great after 40. It makes me feel better.
Well, talk to the person that's going to watch this in the future that there is apprehension. Okay, so you got started when the clock hit 40, and you obviously got motivated to literally take that first step. Talk about what could be inhibiting for somebody and try to encourage them to take the first step for themselves, because their fitness is in their own hands.
Well, I think for the most people that don't have a fitness background and maybe getting later in life or have never tried it, probably have some reservations because everybody's fit here, right? It's not the truth.
Not the truth at all.
There's all different walks of life. There's people that are bodybuilders. There are people that are here trying to get skinnier, put muscle mass on, just trying to stay flexible in older years. Everybody's doing their own thing and not paying attention to you. So you can come here, find a little nook that fits what you're trying to do. And then the amount of encouragement, I'll tell a brief little story. I came in at 235 and had all the reservations of being an active member of a gym. Within about 6 months, somebody came up to me and said, something's different. People notice. They're not paying attention to you. They want you to be a part of their community. You start coming at certain hours of the day and the same people are there, and you form a little bond with those people, and they're encouraging. They see that you're trying. They see that you've lost some weight, and they want to know what you've been doing to be successful with it, which makes you want to come back.
We talked to some of the trainers as well, and I can personally attest to it. I guess the voices of discouragement and take the day off, Rick, you don't need to go today, are always going to be there.
Correct.
But the fact that you do persevere and take the next step until it becomes almost addictive, you know what I mean, that you miss it. So touch on that too, on how obviously you're addicted because you don't want to go back to 40 pounds loss.
Yeah, I'm a goal setter. So being able to hit different goals gives you that motivation to continue to come back. Some people don't like to look at a number. I do. That motivated me to continue to make the, I guess, not the climb, but the come down from the weight. It's about what gets you up in the morning. It could be some encouragement from home. It could be, I don't know, just encouragement from yourself that gets you here. But
what about a motivating verse, quote, anything in your past? Because as we all age and grow and mature, that which spoke to us in our teens, it doesn't speak to us in our 20s and 30s, et cetera. What about you? Do you have one that you can lean on?
Not a specific quote. Just get there. I mean, I have never once regretted getting here. There are times, like you said earlier, that doubt creeps in or something says stay home. You regret it then. But the times that you come and you get a full workout in have never been a regretting moment.
Well, let's talk about fitness. You have physical fitness and then financial fitness. You love the spirit of the entrepreneur. What other ideas do you see coming to you? Because we're living in a day and age of 2026 where some people would call it chaos, but to me, it's a land of creativity.
Yeah.
So what are you seeing, and what would you encourage somebody who's watching this to, like, I got an idea, I don't know what to do with it, and the naysayers are out there, but the real entrepreneur keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anybody that's got the entrepreneur spirit doesn't really see a lot of risk in things. They see the upside. Sitting down, having a detailed plan, finding a financial planner or a banker that you trust that can steer you straight and be honest with you. A lot of people these days want to make a loan, but they don't earn your trust. They want to give you the money. Find somebody that's kind of got the background that wants to see you grow in a smart way, and then you can earn that trust over time.
One of the things when I first sat down and talked with Walker about the entrepreneurial spirit, because let's get real, he's from Manny, Louisiana.
Yeah.
This is 13 facilities. And I said, what would you tell to somebody out there who's thinking about taking that first step? He says, I didn't even think big enough.
Yeah.
And so, and I also talked to him about this. There was a gentleman, he owned the Taco Bells in West Monroe, Jim Dool, and he had a thriving business on Well Drive. Was it Well or what's the real busy street in West?
Well Road.
Well Road.
Yeah.
And he said, I built another one just a mile and a half away to take the pressure off of my customers. And that's exactly what Walker did here.
Yeah.
And so you're out on the golf course and Walker says, Chris, I'm thinking about doubling my size. And where I'm at. What first went through your mind?
Well, being an active member, I see how much Walker pours into the place. I see how much he and Trey and Tara and his son Ross are in here. They're always working it. They're always thinking about ways to be creative, to grow, to bring more implements to their customers. And when you've got an active owner, an active entrepreneur, that's so much more important for a community bank like us. You see him in here, you see him working it. This is his pride and joy, and you see that in somebody, and you want to be a part of, because they have a vision. It's very easy for you to get behind that vision and earn a lot of trust from that. So.
Right. All right. So we are at All Hours Fitness. Find out more, allhoursfitness.com. You brought up one thing, Chris, about people have these, quote, inhibitions, and that's inhibiting the person, and they think that people are watching them when they come here. They're not watching.
No. But everybody's in their own world.
That's right.
They're here for 30 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half at a time. So time is precious to all of us. We're here for one reason. That's to better our physical shape, physical appearance, mental health. It's been big mentally. I'm sure it is for a lot of people. For me, they notice, but they're not watching you. They're in their own little world, and so will you be once you start coming.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Brag on WSB. What do people need to know about how they can reach out to you and get involved and get you more involved in the community?
Yeah, so we've got a brand new location here at 1715 Celebrity Drive. We've been here for about a year. We've got a wonderful staff, and we aim to be a community bank. And that's our hope. We want you to come in, have a cup of coffee, sit down and learn about us, and we can grow with you.
I can't wait to try one of the burgers he cooked, because somebody told me you have some culinary skills from somewhere in the past. And so,
well, I did own Brister Smokehouse for 12 years. So,
how does somebody get WSB for their next event?
Come by. Any of our customers, we'll gladly. We've got this brand new catering trailer. We love to set it up at an event, cook for you, let you cook with it. So just come by and see us.
Chris Brister, I'm Rick Godley. We're at All Hours Fitness Grand Opening Celebration. Find out more online, allhoursfitness.com. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.